Hey, DeAndre, can you just walk us through the last couple of weeks for you as you narrowed your decision down and why you ended up making the move to come here?
Honestly, I'm gonna say first thanks to the Portland Trail Blazers. Great organization as well, and it wasn't tough, making this decision, but just taking my time and embracing, being a free agent and just learning how this thing works properly. And the teams that me and my agents evaluated during that time span, I felt that Lakers was the best fit. Being around the two best playmakers in the league, and just LakerNation, just having a fan base is, just behind them is insane. I've never seen before, and just to be a part of it, knowing that the winning legacy that this organization has, I know the expectations, and I know that winning is a lot. It means a lot here.
Yeah, imagine just referring to Luka and LeBron and kind of what a big man like you, how that can optimize your game. How do you think that could work on the court, and what have you seen from them over the years?
Completely. I mean, they both averaged about 9 assists over their career span, and just the type of players they create with their teammates. They turn them into superstars, and they make them bigger than their roles and make them very important on the floor as well. And just seeing that and finally getting the chance to go in and experience that would be big for me, and just get me back to my full form how I used to play, and just coming up and just being a part of the finals is those playmakers that I'm used to being around, having around me, that's leading to wins.
Okay. DeAndre, you thanked the Blazers for your time there. For the last 2 years, I think your teams there won a combined 57 wins, and you played in Phoenix where you had a 60-plus win team. You made the NBA Finals another season. By being in Portland, did you kind of miss that winning environment in any sense? And do you feel like being with this Lakers team, coming off a 50-win season, coming off the third seed in the Western Conference standings, you could, kind of bring more of your game to a group that has eyes set on winning? Yeah,
most definitely. Portland Trail Blazers, they had a different route, and me, I wanted to be in a winning situation, and when my agents and I finally got a chance in free agency just to finally evaluate, I felt that Lakers was the best position. They want to win the championship right now, and I want to win right now as well, and just be a part of a winning legacy and just be around winners. And I won't say it was something difficult to think about. It just brings me back to where playing with the Suns and being a part of a winning organization, winning. Once you win, everything's easy, really, and that's what I wanted to be a part of again. And the last 2 years was just a different route for me, and I just learned a lot. That when you don't win in this league, you could be forgotten. And I'm just glad LakerNation welcomed me with open arms.
Coach, you mentioned LeBron and Luka in a previous answer. Just how much have you been able to speak with them, if at all, since it was clear that you were going to join the Lakers?
Yeah, I spoke with Luka for a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're all busy this offseason. I know Luka is handling this thing in Europe right now, but just quick follow and things like that. Just saying hello and just checking in.
DeAndre, Daily Time, Brad Turner. When you hear critics say that about questions you about reaching your max potential, playing at a high level consistently, does that motivate you more, and how you kind of use that to go and plan for the Lakers now?
Most definitely. It fuels me. It fuels me up completely, and it's a different type of drive that I've been wanting to express for a long time, and I think this is the perfect timing, here in the purple and gold, and it's a platform that I cannot run from. I can show what I really am, and just be around some greats to really emphasize that for me as well. And it is a lot of fuel in me, to prove the whole world wrong.
They've had some great centers here. A lot of shoes to fill. And you know about all the guys that have been here and what they've done. And
Truly, it's
one of those guys as well.
the LA Lakers. I've been watching them all the time when I was younger as well, and just knowing the greats. One of the greats I do know is Shaquille O'Neal growing up. I had a good relationship with him as a child growing up, playing for EYBL teams, me and his son, Shareef O'Neal, and I've created that relationship with him, and playing in the playoffs, getting to talk to him is like Big Hunk, and how he had my back when I was winning as well. And, just having that here is pretty cool.
DeAndre, you've been one of the most efficient pick-and-roll finishers, just finishers in general, over the last few seasons. How do you envision your two-man chemistry with Luka?
Should be quite fun. I like to let my ball handlers do what they do, and they lead me to do the rest. And Luka he's black and white in the pick and roll. He puts so much pressure on the rim. You have to be willing to finish above the rim and just finish your rolls and just do your part. I think I've got a little cheat code. Playing with the playmakers I played with it in my past. Coming into the league, and I'm pretty aware of how to get guys open and either to play in the pocket or roll straight to the rim. But it's all about putting pressure on the rim and finishing at a high level. And that's where I think they'll really emphasize the pick and roll is because they're great passers as well. And the type of guys they are, it puts them in a bind just playing that cat and mouse game in the pick and roll.
Mark. DeAndre, good to see you. What do you think it will take to play to your max potential, but also knowing if you're fitting in with players like LeBron?
I'm already here. This platform I'm on, the organization, the team, the coaches, the opportunity I got, it won't take nothing. I'm already here. It's already took its place. I'm already here talking to you guys, representing the LA Lakers.
With that in mind, the idea, DeAndre, of playing to your maximum potential, where are the areas in your game that you feel most determined to grow as a player?
Mainly just protecting that rim as much as possible. Closing out possessions and really just leading these things to buckets. Every pick and roll I said is a strong screen. When I roll to the rim, I'm rolling to the rim aggressively. Just really emphasizing the thing the team wants. What's my role and just really playing hard at it.
Yeah, but just kind of wondering, in your mind, to kind of look forward to this season, do you picture yourself as part of a big three type thing with LeBron and Luka, or is it more, you feel you're more kind of coming here to just kind of play a role?
I leave that up to you guys. I leave that up to you guys. I'm just here to be a part of the puzzle. I'm here to fit in what Luka and JJ and Brown wants me to do. That's about it.
You've been asked a couple questions about kind of the motor, so to speak. Do you think those questions have been fair? And if not, what part of you do you think people have misunderstood?
I feel like, at the end of the day, I'm on the court. I'm supposed to perform, and, it's just different routes of organizations, whether you want to win or not. And, I've just taken my route where I want to win. And, when it comes to wins, it's like you play hard when you know everybody's goal is to win. You do everything you're supposed to do or you can do to win.
DeAndre, you said you've learned a lot. What's the biggest thing that you've learned in your last two stops that you want to take here?
True professionalism. I feel like I've just been absent for a little bit in this league, and hard work. I've just been trying to put in much work as I possibly can, and when I'm on the floor, I just really want to just show the world and just prove everybody that I am a winner. And any position I'm in, I just want to really win and sacrifice the way how I did coming into this league.
Yeah, you haven't been the number one pick in the draft and coming in the same year as Luka. Your guys' names have been connected ever since you stepped foot on NBA court. Just what do you think about the turn of events that now you guys get to be teammates and maybe you won't hear that noise quite so much because you guys are on the same page?
Yeah, it feels like a video game. Like somebody set it up. I think somebody set this up. But honestly, it's an opportunity that I won't take for granted. Luka's a
Lakers
once-in-a-generation
news.
player. And
DeAndre Ayton says criticism fuels his drive in new chapter with LA. This offseason, the Los Angeles Lakers had a clear priority: find a reliable starting center.
I'm just truly excited.
They believe they've done just that by signing DeAndre Ayton, a talented big man with something to prove. Ayton wants the know. One overall pick in the 2018 draft, entered the league with all-star potential. But after flashes of brilliance in Phoenix and 2 quiet seasons in Portland, questions about his intensity and consistency began to overshadow his upside. Now, with a fresh start in Los Angeles, Ayton is embracing the pressure and the critics as motivation. Absolutely. It fuels me. All of it, Ayton said when asked about the negative narrative surrounding him. It's a different kind of fire, one I've wanted to tap into for a long time. And this right here, wearing the purple and gold, this is the perfect platform. I can't run from it. And I don't want to. For Ayton, the spotlight in LA isn't something to fear, it's an opportunity. Surrounded by veteran leadership and a winning culture, he's eager to show the league who he really is. I get to be myself, and I get to be around greatness. That's powerful. That kind of energy pushes me to prove something, not just to critics, but to myself. A new mindset for a new team. Ayton made it clear, his focus is on winning, not chasing stats or headlines. At the end of the day, I'm on the floor to help this team win, he said. Different teams have different priorities. For me, it's always been about winning. When that's the mission, you play harder. You do the dirty work. You do whatever it takes. And that's where I'm at mentally. At just 26, Ayton is entering what should be the prime of his career. And for the first time in a long time, he feels like he's in the right place at the right time. Playing alongside Luka, like a video game. Ayton's arrival in LA means the Lakers now feature two of the top 3 picks from the 2018 NBA draft, with superstar guard Luka Doncic already leading the way. The two share a relationship off the court, and Ayton couldn't hide his excitement about teaming up with the Maverick star. It feels like a video game. Like somebody scripted this, Ayton said with a smile. But honestly, this is a chance I don't take for granted. Luka's a once-in-a-generation kind of player, and I'm proud to be part of what we're building together. He's also been impressed with the condition Doncic is in heading into the season. I've heard he's in incredible shape, locked in, and I'm excited to be there with him for that. I love this game. I study it. I play with passion. And the support I've already received from this organization and the fans, even before I've played a game, it means everything. I'm going to show people how much that means to me. As the off-season progresses, DeAndre Ayton's arrival in Los Angeles continues to spark conversation across the league. More than just a roster addition, his presence marks a potential turning point for both his career and the Lakers' competitive trajectory. A new role, a new standard. Ayton agreed to a short-term deal with the Lakers, signaling both trust in the team's vision and confidence in his ability to earn a longer commitment. While his time in Portland was marked by inconsistency and limited impact, the expectations in Los Angeles are clear: produce, compete, and help lead the team deep into the playoffs. He enters a roster that not only expects to win but demands it. With high-level veterans like LeBron James and Luka Doncic setting the tone, Ayton has made it clear that he welcomes the pressure. He sees it not as a burden, but as a chance to rewrite his narrative. I've been through ups and downs, and I've learned a lot, Ayton said. This is my opportunity to show who I really am, not just as a player, but as a competitor. I'm here to win, and everything else will fall into place. Instant chemistry with Luka Doncic. The early signs of his partnership with Luka have been overwhelmingly positive. Ayton has spoken about the natural fit they have on the court, calling the pairing something that feels like a video game. For a center who thrives in pick-and-roll situations and can finish strong at the rim, playing alongside an elite playmaker like Luka could unlock a new level in his game. I know what he brings, Ayton said. He's a leader, he sees everything. I'm ready to match his energy. Luka, for his part, has embraced Ayton as a key part of the team's new identity, one built around discipline, spacing, and accountability. Expectations are high. The Lakers were eliminated early in last year's playoffs, and changes were expected. By signing Ayton, they addressed a long-standing need at the center position. With Kevin Looney and other options gone, Ayton will be counted on to anchor the paint, provide rebounding, and stretch the floor when needed. His athleticism, size, and playoff experience bring balance to a roster filled with shooters, creators, and veterans hungry for another championship. League-wide impact and fan reaction. Around the league, analysts have mixed opinions. Some view Ayton as a player who's yet to fully deliver on his potential, while others believe the Lakers are the perfect fit, giving him structure, a winning culture, and a system that suits his game. Among Lakers fans, there's cautious optimism. While some remain skeptical of his consistency, many are excited about his youth, athleticism, and motivation. At just 26 years old, Ayton still has time to evolve, and he's made it clear he's ready to do the work. Looking ahead. As training camp approaches, All eyes will be on how quickly Ayton adapts to the Lakers system and how well he fits alongside Luka and LeBron. There's no shortage of expectations, but there's also a sense of urgency, a recognition that this roster, with its blend of experience and upside, must start delivering results. For Ayton, this is more than a second chance. It's a chance to lead, to compete at the highest level, and to redefine what the next stage of his career will look like. If there was ever a moment to prove myself, he said, it's now. Jackson Hayes delivers exactly what Lakers fans asked for. Jackson Hayes is officially back with the Lakers for the 2025-26 season, and the terms of his new deal reveal just how smart and forward-thinking the front office has been. Hayes signed for $3.45 million, slightly above the league minimum. But the real headline? He waived his no-trade clause. That single decision gives the Lakers a level of roster flexibility that could prove critical down the stretch. With a full 15-man roster and limited options on the market, having the freedom to move Hayes mid-season could make all the difference if a meaningful trade opportunity arises. A win-win. Hayes gets paid, Lakers gain leverage. On the surface, paying above the minimum might seem like a concession, but it's actually a calculated move. By agreeing to this deal, Hayes gave up his right to veto a trade, a protection typically granted to players who sign one-year deals to return to the same team. This isn't a first for the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell made a similar choice last offseason and was ultimately moved mid-year in the trade that brought in Dorian Finney-Smith. That kind of flexibility is invaluable when a team is trying to stay nimble and championship-ready. Steady production, smaller role. Hayes had a solid 2024-25 regular season, averaging 6.8 points on an ultra-efficient 72% shooting while holding down the starting center spot for much of the year. His production dipped in the playoffs, but things picked up significantly after Luka Doncic arrived and began setting the table. Now with DeAndre Ayton locked in as the starting center, Hayes will likely slide into a more defined bench role, one that could actually help maintain his efficiency by lowering the pressure and sharpening his focus. And if the fit doesn't pan out, the Lakers now have the ability to pivot. A contract with strategic vision. The Lakers get what they need: roster flexibility, financial control, and a proven role player. Hayes gets more money than he likely would have found on the open market. Both sides walk into the 2025-26 season with the room to adjust as needed. In a year where nothing is guaranteed and potential blockbuster trades involving names like LeBron James or Bradley Beal remain possible, deals like this give the front office the tools it needs to adapt quickly. Bottom line, the Lakers are ready to move if the moment comes. And that's exactly what this team needed right now. Key questions answered. Did Hayes waive his no-trade clause? Yes. By doing so, he gave the Lakers full trade flexibility. Why does his contract affect the salary cap? The $3.45 million deal is above the league minimum, which limits the team's ability to use the full biannual exception elsewhere. Will Hayes start in 2025-26? No. He's expected to serve as the primary backup to DeAndre Ayton. Can Hayes be traded during the season? Absolutely. The Lakers are free to move him if the right opportunity presents itself. How this move shifts the Lakers' strategy. By agreeing to these terms, Hayes didn't just help future-proof the Lakers roster, he also signaled his trust in the organization and its championship ambitions. Both parties now have breathing room to adapt as the season evolves. Front-court depth with a safety valve. Should DeAndre Ayton face injury or slump, Hayes is proven and ready. His efficient baseline production provides coverage, and his jersey won't upset the rotation chemistry. Trade chips at the deadline. With full trade rights, Hayes becomes a valuable asset. His efficiency, positional fit, and clean contract make him an appealing piece for teams needing front-court reinforcements. Cap management masterstroke. By signing him above the minimum and deferring exception use, the Lakers retain future financial levers, crucial for long-term planning. Early league reaction. NBA analysts have highlighted this as a rare savvy move by both player and franchise. Hayes clearly understands organizational needs. He gets paid more and still stays laser-focused on contributing, one league insider told The Athletic. Meanwhile, front offices across the league took note. Hayes is now viewed as a prime deadline target, not because he's expendable, but because he's the kind of under-the-radar contributor teams want before playoff runs, if the Lakers decide to deal. What Lakers fans are saying. On social platforms and in fan circles, the response has been largely positive. Many praised the transparency and teamwork in the arrangement, praising Hayes for valuing team needs over individual control. Others admitted surprise at the team's willingness to trade him mid-season but appreciated the flexibility, calling it smart asset management. There's an underlying sense that this move reflects Golden State's ongoing commitment to staying competitive, rather than getting stagnant. A blueprint for future moves. Jackson Hayes' contract could serve as a model for how the Lakers, and maybe other contending teams, approach non-superstar free agents going forward. Moderately overpay, but waive movement restrictions for maximum roster flexibility. This balance allows teams to improve depth while still keeping trade routes open. What's next for Hayes and the Lakers? Chemistry and performance. Hayes has to prove he can thrive in a reduced, but still impactful role behind Ayton, even as a rotational anchor or spark installer. Monitoring market moves. Watch for mid-season trade chatter. If a deal materializes to strengthen the roster, Hayes could be the centerpiece. Organization's next steps. Depending on how the team gels, Golden State may look to add shooters, wings, or veteran pivot complements. Hayes' flexibility lets them take smart risks. Final takeaway. Jackson Hayes' new deal isn't just another contract, it's a strategic signal. It showcases a mutual understanding between player and team. He gets paid, they retain options, and both are aligned to pursue more than just regular season stability. In fast-moving, cap-tight NBA environments, that kind of foresight often separates contenders from pretenders. Bronny James versus Cooper Flag sparks record Summer League buzz. The Los Angeles Lakers are set to open their schedule at the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas next Thursday, July 10th, facing off against the Dallas Mavericks. This matchup carries extra intrigue, as it marks the debut of Cooper Flag, the Mavericks' 2025 first overall draft pick, stepping onto the floor for the first time. Even more compelling, Flag will go head-to-head against Bronny James, LeBron's oldest son, who earned a spot with the Lakers last year. Demand off the charts. Anticipation is sky-high. According to Bleacher Report, ticket prices have soared to historic levels for a Summer League game. No event has ever commanded such demand. Entry-level tickets now start at $650, around 3,500 Brazilian reals, while courtside seats command a hefty $2,500, about 13,600 Brazilian reals. That price tag reflects more than just the novelty. It's a testament to how eagerly fans are watching these two young prospects launch their NBA journeys. Bronny's strong start. Bronny's first appearance at the California Classic Summer League offered a glimpse of his potential. He played just 10 first-half minutes in a 103-83 Lakers victory over the Miami Heat, but made them count, putting up 10 points, including 2-for-5 from beyond the arc, a sign of improving confidence from range. But it was a single electrifying play that captured the crowd, an early game steal, followed by a thunderous one-on-one fast break dunk. At 188 centimeters, he's not towering in stature, but his burst and hang time drew immediate comparisons to his legendary father. What this moment represents. A new chapter. This matchup isn't just another Summer League game, it's a stage. Two aspiring talents, each with national attention, will test themselves under the bright spotlight. Legacy versus prospect. On one side stands Bronny, carrying both lineage and expectation. On the other stands Flag, the anticipated future face of a franchise. Both have everything to prove. A turning point. These performances don't just excite fans, they can define a player's path. A standout showing here could shift perceptions and open doors when the regular season arrives. What to watch? Flag's debut. As a fresh face in the NBA, can he match the hype? Will his skill and basketball IQ shine against Bronny and company? Bronny's growth. Can he build on his encouraging opener? His ability to knock down threes and disrupt defense will be key indicators. Final take. This isn't just a game, it's a snapshot of two debuting journeys that millions of eyes will follow. With tickets shattering Summer League records and excitement at an all-time high, Thursday's Bronny Flag showdown in Vegas feels like a moment leagues and legacies are built on. Media frenzy and fan buzz. The Bronny versus Cooper Flag face-off has become the hottest ticket in Vegas basketball, and it's not just fans who are paying attention. National media outlets are highlighting Thursday as a defining moment in both players' early careers. ESPN labels it a must-watch Summer League showdown, while Sports Illustrated has already declared it the game that could put someone on the NBA map. The buzz doesn't stop at headlines. Highlight reels from last week's games have gone viral, and social media chatter surrounding both players eclipses every other summer league matchup. What's at stake on the court? Bronny's reputation. His electrifying dunk earned comparisons to his father, but scouts are now watching more closely, monitoring his jump shot consistency, floor spacing, and defensive instincts. Flag's first impression. As the number 1 pick, expectations are high. Will he live up to his billing, show NBA-ready athleticism, and adapt quickly to the pro game's pace? Lakers vs. Mavs showcase. Beyond individual narratives, this match serves as a glimpse into each franchise's summer development plans, highlighting their scouting, coaching, and player-building strategies. Ticket prices and the business angle. This game isn't just making waves on the court, it's rewriting the Summer League's business playbook. With courtside seats selling for nearly $2,500 and other tickets pushing over $650, it's the most expensive entry ever in Las Vegas. These numbers reflect the commercial power of emerging stars and suggest a future where Summer League becomes a major revenue generator, not just a development camp. Impacts for the regular season. Strong performances here could have ripple effects well into the regular season. Rotations are at stake. Impressionable play can vault either young talent ahead on their respective Summer League rosters, opening the door for preseason minutes in the regular lineup. Lakers and Mavs take notes. Front offices will be watching closely for signs of growth, especially defensive technique, playmaking, and readiness. What they see could influence end-of-training camp decisions. Fan engagement update. A breakout moment could spark national interest and boost jersey sales, endorsement deals, and media attention, even before opening night. Looking beyond the game. Media trials. Win or lose, Bronny and Flag will likely be part of summer-long narratives crafted around draft speculation, rookie integration, and how pedigree meets draft expectations. Peer comparisons. How they stack up against other talented young wings will factor into future draft analysis, off-season evaluations, and their islands of hype or criticism. Legacy and identity. For Bronny, it's a chance to declare his own identity. For Flag, it's about validating team investment and stewardship with a franchise that's betting on him as a cornerstone. Final thought. Vegas as a launch pad. Thursday's duel isn't just another Summer League game, it's a launch pad. Both Bronny James and Cooper Flag understand that standout moments in Las Vegas can resonate long after the buzz fades. With the NBA world watching, they'll carry the heat of that stadium into the preseason, and potentially into opening night, and what happens on that court could shape the arc of their rookie seasons.